Welcome, everybody. My name is Jordan Peterson. This is our third annual virtual kickoff. So excited to have you join us live today here at the Soul Studios in Pleasant Grove, Utah. If this is your first time joining us live on something like this, let me give you a little bit of a hint. First off, make sure you chime in, chat in, let us know where you're at, what you're doing, what you're up to, because we love to give away free swag items while we're doing these things. And the only way for us to know that you're out there live with us watching is by chiming in, chatting in, letting us see you in there. So we have somebody here writing down all your names or putting them into a tumbler. So we'll make sure you are taken care of as we move forward. Sound good? Now, if you've been invited to come watch this for the first time, this is your first experience to see what Soul is all about, welcome. We're excited to have you. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up in this new year. We've got some great things that we did last year. We'll be covering both over the next about 90 minutes. So stay with us. You're going to have a great time as we go through this. Now, as we do a quick overview of what happened in 2022, we wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of some of the great things that happened and new things that happened in Soul. First off, in Soul, we had 1,035 new ranks. Now, for those who may be unfamiliar with ranks, those are the opportunity to be able to grow within the company. And again, over 1,000 new ranks over the course of 2022, which is a great thing. During that time, we had 3 new people hit our highest rank, which is 100K. Those 3 are Chris DeVilliers, Corinne Lott, and Anna Cano. Welcome to the team of 100Ks, you guys. It's so excited to have you there. And it's just a great thing to see people continue to grow as they share their love of Soul and of the opportunities that come with Soul with so many new people. We also had our first new 15K in Mexico, which is exciting as well. Maria del Rocio Moreno Garcia. It's a mouthful there, but we are so excited to see good things happening there. We'll talk more about Mexico coming up. Over the course of 2022, we had over 2,000 new specialists, over 8,000 new members join the Soul family. We also have a really cool thing that happens here, which is we have more member orders go out each year than specialist orders. And why is that kind of a cool thing? Well, because that shows that those who are just interested in using the product, that are getting benefits from them, are actually placing more orders than those that are just doing it for the business aspect of it, which is a great sign of strength for a company like ours, where we're trying to get a great customer base to make sure as many people can participate in the health benefits of Soul as possible. And those that are interested in joining us in the business side, we have a robust system there as well. So it's just a great thing to see over the course of 2022. Now, one thing that we love about our Soul ordering system and the way it makes it easy for everybody to use is our auto ship, the Soul Safe, as we like to call it. As you know, it is the most cost-effective way to get our Soul products. Over the course of 2022, almost 40% of all orders that went out were through the auto ship, which is a great sign of strength as well. Now, you may say to yourself, man, it would be awesome if it was 100%, right? Well, not quite, because we actually need new customers coming in as well. So those orders are counted in here. New enrollment orders for specialists and members alike are counted into those numbers. So almost 40%, we were at 39.7% of all orders that went out were through the auto ship program, which is a great thing. So you guys are talking about it, make sure people get their Soul rewards. Again, it's the most cost-effective way to do it. So it's such a great thing. And there's going to be some awesome new exciting things coming in 2023 surrounding that as well. So stay tuned on that. The average order was almost $160 on those Soul Safe auto ships, which is great as well. 1 in 9 specialists use their Soul wallet to place an order. So as you all know, we have our Soul wallet out there to earn commissions, almost just over 10%. We're using that Soul wallet to place new orders, to take care of themselves, which is just a great thing. It's easy to click that button, use that for the auto ship, and be taken care of there. Another cool thing that was really interesting in 2022 that we loved. As you recall, this time last year, we were launching our Share the Wealth program, which allows everybody to be able to refer new people to Soul. Of our new enrollments in 2022, 20.4% enrolled because of those that were shared with Share the Wealth. And so referral codes were shared. People were able to save $10 on their new order. Those that were sharing the codes were able to get $10 in Soul rewards to use on orders in the future for themselves. And it's such a great thing. So 1 in 5, really. We're signed up using a referral code, which is great to see as well. The fun thing we saw too, which is a great sign, and it's something I'm excited to see in 2023 as we move forward, is we really want to see more of our customers and our members being able to share that and share the great results they're getting as well. In 2022, 3.1% of people who used a referral code were members. So they were using those member referral codes, and members were able to benefit from that as well. So it's such a great thing to see. We've got so many good things going on. So as you stick with us tonight, you're going to see some great things happening. It looks like we got a great group going on in our English side. Hopefully in our Spanish side, you guys are enjoying this as well. We want to thank Yoko as we begin this for the great translation we're going to see tonight. Now, not only are great things happening through all the things we talked about, but also we've got some great things happening down in Mexico as well. Mexico's been open now for a few years, and we've seen some great things happening down there. So we wanted to welcome Greg Halliday out here to talk a little bit more about some great things happening in Mexico. I know you went down there, Greg, this past year for some meetings and to meet with our director down there. Tell us a little bit about what you're seeing down in Mexico.
Well, yes, I did, Jordan. I had the opportunity to go down there, which is bigger news because of obviously the pandemic and the pandemic response globally. That was not possible virtually from the time we launched or attempted to launch in Mexico until just this year. So it was a pretty momentous year that we got to actually get things going as they were planned 2 years ago. And we had a wonderful official launch event this past year. Got to see a few leaders from the United States go down there. One of the reasons that we connected so early with Mexico is because there's so much connection from Soul up here in the Soul family. And that is actually one of the things going on right now. In case you didn't know, our director, Jorge Albarran, who is really just a phenomenal human being, and he's got great experience. If you have connections in Mexico, you can connect with Jorge. We'll give you his contact information, connect with anybody here in the corporate offices. He will get back with you. And part of what he does, he's traveled with several amazing mentors from here in the U.S. as they've gone down and they've done meetings. And I can tell you, because I've had the privilege of being on a number of Zoom meetings as well, besides these live events, the product experiences and the life-changing health benefits, they're the same there. And we love to see it. We see it here. We see it there. And the way that Soul's connected, the way we have our whole compensation system and the programs that we run, sometimes those might be adapted a little bit to Mexico, but it is really a seamless connection. And so whether someone is helped in Mexico or helped here with their health, with an opportunity to earn some extra money, which is really a good thing right now, it actually doesn't matter. Soul is truly global and seamless in that way. And that's the way it should be as Soul continues to expand, both in Mexico and other countries. We want it to be so that really that benefit is equal wherever it can be. And the only thing that sort of affects how we go in the countries, obviously countries have their unique laws for product registrations, et cetera. And so we bring the Soul line in as we can. I don't know, Jordan, do you have any questions in particular about Mexico that I haven't addressed?
No, I think that's great. I mean, one thing we're seeing, as you mentioned before, is some of the restrictions we've seen over the past couple of years are lightening up. The way it looks like they're building in Mexico is more of a in-person meeting type of a scenario. So as those restrictions continue to lighten up, we should be able to see more growth happening in Mexico. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, it's such a great lesson because it's the same here. I think you have the freedom in Soul to think in terms of people and your connections, not in terms of geographies. And I think sometimes we think, well, I live here, or I'm in this area. I kind of represent here, which is awesome. But our connections are not geographical, really. Over time, they expand everywhere. And I think what we learned in Mexico can be applied here as well. We can reach out to people. In fact, you mentioned our first car level leader in Mexico, Rocio. And it's interesting, she lives in a little teeny town with no internet, very agricultural town, very successful community, but it's agriculture and not technology, and has to travel, if I don't remember wrong, it's around an hour, it might be more, to get Wi-Fi. And so she'll do these regular intervals, and that's where she connects with her other leaders and is able to do a lot of her soul work. So what a great example. It reminds me of Sharon Jensen, the late Sharon Jensen, who recently passed, dear friend of all. Sharon lives kind of out there and really had a global reach for many, many years. So it is a people-to-people business, not so much any kind of geographical limit with Soul.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Greg. That's so exciting. We're excited to see what continues to happen in Mexico.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, not only do we have great things going on in Mexico with the business and the products, but we had a great thing happen this last year surrounding our Heart and Soul Foundation. And to talk more about that, and someone who's very instrumental in that was our own Hope Anderson here. So Hope, talk to us a little bit. What happened over the course of 2022 in Mexico with the Heart and Soul?
Yeah, so 2022 was our biggest Heart and Soul project. We went ahead and funded a community library. It's attached to the school there in this rural town. It's called Itzhuatlan del Café is the town name. I had to repeat that a lot to get it down.
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, but it's super awesome. So I just want to show a few pictures of that event and that library.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So first of all, I have to say this would not be possible. We partnered with another nonprofit that specializes in this. And the reason I love them so much is that they work heavily with the community to make sure that this is actually fitting the community's needs and that people are involved, and that once we build this library, it's not going to be abandoned. It's going to be cared for years and years and years to come. And so these people that you see here, a few of them are from that organization that we partnered with. They're called Village Book Builders, and others are community leaders, teachers, parents. The school principal was fundamental in funding this library. And so they were super, super wonderful to work with. They actually have to apply and initiate this process, and then we just went in and provided the funds for them to be able to accomplish what they had planned. And then you see they had this community event. I can't tell if they're ducks or chickens, but they're really cute.
Yeah, awesome.
Then the kids did this performance, and they made a big event out of it to open up the library. It was really exciting. It was this spring that happened. Here you see our director with all the kids, and they're holding books, smiling. And then they cut the ribbon, you can see. So this is where the library is behind them. And they built it right next to the school. So even though it's a community library, anyone can go in, it services mainly about 250 school children that live in the village. Inside, they painted it really cute. They always decorate with local art, I guess, and according to culture. And so they have all these awesome books, a whole range of books, a lot for children, some even for adults. And then we also had about 10 computers donated, and those are preloaded with informational videos that they can watch to be able to learn more, some games. And here you can see the kids reading. It's really cute. I loved looking at all the girls' hairstyles. It just looks like they took a lot of time playing with some puppets. And like I said, the computers are awesome too, because then eventually they can get a mentorship program in their facility, in their library, so that they can connect with other people and learn from people in different areas. And finally, here you see a class of the kids. I love seeing their faces. And then finally, again, all the people that were instrumental in bringing this library about.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good thing to see, that we're able to reach everywhere with this this foundation. And as you can see, Chris and Alexander chimed in here on the chat. Please make a Heart and Soul donation part of your Soul Safe. It's a really easy thing. They can just add it to their orders at any time. And we make sure those funds go to great places like this and great things going on. We're always looking for new things to do and people to help. So it's such a great thing we got going on.
I love that. And I love what Christian said, because that's the big vision, is that you don't have to donate these huge chunks. It can just be a little bit, but making it a habit is really what makes a difference.
I love it. Wonderful. Now, guys, we are just rocking and rolling through this. We're about, 15 minutes into this so far. And it feels like it's a great time to do our first swag giveaway. For those who have joined us, this is kind of like an on-time giveaway, because if you've already been in here, we've already stuck your name into the tumbler. And so let's see what you guys are feeling lucky about today and what you guys can win. So first off, I've got a table here just full of good stuff right now. We're going to start with our Soul Complete Protein Plus glass canister. Guys, this is so awesome to be able to use to put your Soul Complete in. It just looks good on your counter, or reminds you to take it when it's sitting out like that. So let's see who's feeling lucky. We're going to give away that. And then we got some other things we'll give away. I'm going to pull over this tumbler here. If you're with me on Monday mornings, you know we usually do the bucket of fun. No bucket of fun today. We're just going to stick with the old tumbler. Give it some good tumbles here. And without peeking, we're going to see who's feeling lucky. Tiffany says, pick me, JP.
I see Krista said she forgot her name, but don't worry. We will put more names in after this. There'll be more giveaways.
Yes, we will. This is kind of our on-time one, so here we go. Ismene Mercado Jimena Mercado, you have won yourself the
Woohoo!
protein canister, my friend. Next up, we're going to give away the Soul Excel Vibrancy Enhanced Insulated Bottle. Guys, this is a lifesaver.
This one's my favorite because it's not too wide, so I can hold it with one hand. I'm not going to drop it. I had a 32 ounce that was metal, and I would drop it all the time, and it made this really loud noise.
Well, the
This
thing that
one's
I
nice
struggle
and
with
slim.
too, like when I went today, I took my kids out on an adventure. Some of those ones are too fat and they don't fit in your cup holder in your car. It's a
Worst.
mess. Like this thing,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, works all the time. So let's see who's feeling lucky for this today. Yep, Kristen says it'll fit in cup holders. She gets it. She gets the game we're playing here. And the winner of that one is Luz Marina Sanchez Pardo. Luz Marina Sanchez Pardo. Congratulations. You've got yourself the Excel. Should we do one more? Let's do one more.
I like one more.
Let's go something to wear now. We're going to go with our fantastic soul hat, the gray one. Guys, I wear this all the time. It's the best. So here we go. Here we go. Cassie says she loves Excel. Doesn't, right? Erica loves the Excel bottle.
Me too.
Got so much going on, guys. It's so good. Okay. The winner of our Soul Naturals branded hat, none other than Paige Campbell. Paige, you are a winner today, my friend. Starting off the year strong. Well done. Okay, we're going to go with that for now. We're going to dive into more later, but let's keep rocking and rolling with all this good stuff that we have going on today. Now, in 2022, we had some big events that were fantastic that we really enjoyed and had a good time with. One of which was our summit, which was just recently here in October. And to do a quick recap, we put a video together. We want to cut to that now to show you some of the great highlights of that event. Man, that was a great time. As you can see from the video, we had a lot going on there. Hope, what was some of your favorite things that happened at the summit this last October?
I was just laughing looking at that. There's so many fun memories. But what we had talked about just a little while ago was this year, usually we do, if you've come to our events before, a Soul Fit class, some sort of exercise class. We've done Zumba before. We even did kickboxing, lots of fun different things. And I had the fun idea to drag everybody up at 6 a.m. to go hike one of the local monuments, you would almost call it. It's Y Mountain. There's a university called Brigham Young University. So there's this huge Y on the mountain. So those that wanted to got up super early, made the trek, and it was just so fun because when I woke up, I was like, why are we doing this? But then everyone that I talked to on the hike was having such a blast, and I just think it was a great time. So that was one of my favorite memories, was cheering people on that.
There you go. Seeing the view, seeing the sunrise come up. That was a great time. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Now, after we had our summit, as you guys recall, we had a great event where we went down to Bryce Canyon and stayed at Ruby's Inn for our Red Rock Rally. And we have a great video to highlight some of the fun things we did there as well. Man, was that a good time.
Oh my heck. That was a great time.
Tell me, what were some of your favorite things you did down there?
Oh, I mean, it was all great. The side-by-side ride, I loved that so much. I did it twice.
There you go.
The company, you know, these people, all these specialists that are leaders that qualified, that came, and it was great to associate with them, just chat with them, talk business, just hang out with them. That's always great. Walking along the edges of the canyon there and seeing the beautiful landscape of the hoodoos and all the formations, I was blown away. I've lived in Utah more years than I can count, and I'd never been, you know, and now it's one of my favorite places.
There you go.
Awesome.
No, I love that. There's a lot of flatlanders for the first time. We got to do some hikes and see some things that they'd never seen before. One of my favorite things was the epic game of hide and seek we got to play with Alvaro and Nubia. Luckily, they were found, and we had a great time. But and we just wanted to give them a special shout out. They're going to be celebrating their 57th wedding anniversary this weekend. So happy anniversary to you two. And we're so glad you were able to come with us as well. You know, there's so many good things happening. And much like we just had this summit and the Red Rock Rally, we also have a new event coming up as well in May. And there's so many good things happening there. This one is called Soul Ignite. If you haven't already seen the happenings page for it, there's some great information on there. But really just wanted to talk a little bit about Soul Ignite and what we've got going on. And wanted to bring out Greg Halliday to talk about that and talk about how we set your business on fire. So Greg, talk about it, a little bit about it. Why are we so excited about Soul Ignite coming out in May?
I just feel like you might be rushing into that a little fast.
There's nothing different.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to talk about here.
Yeah.
Just business as normal.
The Red Rock pictures.
I
want to sit and think about that for a minute. Those were amazing memories. In fact, they're amazing because you were all there. And Ignite's back out here, and it's only, 3 hours away, Jordan? So,
Yep.
You probably could come out to Ignite in May and see some of those sites that we saw in the fall.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. That's my first comment, though. But did you have a question?
Perfect. No, just wanted you to continue on that. Why is Ignite going to be such an exciting event for us? Why should they plan on coming? What are they going to do? What are they going to see?
Well, first of all, it's out here. And so since it's out here and the whole Soul family will be there, that makes it great. But second of all, you do get an opportunity again to see this wonderful manufacturing facility. Always a lot going on there. It's really a state-of-the-art, world-class facility. That's always part of it. But I think if I were to pick something this year, as I think about our focus and the great plans we have for the year, Ignite's really going to be full of, I would say, a laser focus in the very things that bring the best out in all of us and help us make a difference in the lives of others. So
I love that.
I'll just say it that way for now.
I love it. And if you haven't already registered, make sure you click on our happenings page. There's a register button there. And for those that want to bring their teams out, we have the special Celebrate promotion going along with this as well. Greg, tell me a little bit about Celebrate. What is that?
Well, Celebrate basically is when you come with your posse, and a posse, sorry, it's the hat. It's really just 8 people, 6 other people besides you and your partner. You can get your hotel room paid for. Pretty easy. If you want to know details, contact us here.
Yep. There's so many good things happening with that. There's really no reason not to come out and visit us. May in Utah is just beautiful, and we're going to have a great time again, just getting together to focus on how we can become better. And as Greg mentioned, we're also going to be seeing the manufacturing facility once again, which is such a huge thing. And for a lot of people, they said it was their favorite part. So if you haven't already seen it, we have a great video that we put together to kind of tease what the manufacturing facility is about. We wanted to show that to you now. Man, that's a good video to see.
That is a great
You've
video.
got a lot going on over there.
Great video.
Let me introduce you to the man behind all that great stuff, Mr. Blake Christensen himself. Between the manufacturing video you just saw and some of the highlights you saw from the summit as well, God, there's so many good things going on. So what are some things you're excited about in 2023 regarding the manufacturing facility that you have?
Happy New Year, everyone. We're excited about some new additional clean rooms that we're adding at the facility. For those of you who were there at the summit, you got to see the manufacturing facility and all the clean rooms we have. We're actually adding 5 more rooms. 4 of those are clean rooms, and then 1 large parts washing room, 30 by 28 foot parts washing room. So we're super excited to add those rooms, additional ventilation in each of those rooms. We have to expand in our air exchange system for the clean rooms. But looking forward to bringing in more equipment and adding more rooms as we expand.
Love it. So when you say clean room, that's not where people coming into the manufacturing facility go and get washed up before they actually go back there. Like, what is a clean room for those of us that don't know?
Good question. So the clean rooms are fully contained rooms where the products are actually made. That's where the equipment sits and runs while the products are made. We have a dust collection system that feeds each room independently. So the air exchange is going on, and it's a very clean environment where the products are made.
So we don't have to worry about hairs getting in it, dust
No.
coming in from anywhere. Like, we make sure these things are spotless and no contaminants are getting into the products.
That's right. So
Awesome.
these new rooms we're adding are actually much larger rooms for powder filling and then additional stick pack products. So you can kind of think of, these are 18.5 foot tall ceilings.
Yeah.
Large expanded rooms, all lined, fully wiped down floors and the walls. So it's a very clean environment.
I love it. I love it. Now, with that, when we talk about our sole products and how good they are, oftentimes we focus about like purity and potency. Tell me a little bit more about that. What do those two things mean, and how do we make sure that when we get the product in, that what we're getting in is good, so when they get into the clean room, they're already in a good spot?
Right. So I think the biggest thing, one of the biggest things we do for purity and potency is we know the raw material suppliers
Yeah.
that manufacture those ingredients. We
With
have a
years long relationship,
long-standing
right?
relationship. So we
I love it.
have a lot of confidence in the raw materials that we buy before they come in the door. But each of those raw materials come with a certificate of analysis. We don't take their word for it, even though we know them well. Each raw material coming in gets sampled and tested. We take that sample that we take and we send it out to a third-party laboratory with a fully independent view and opinion about the raw materials. We make sure that those raw materials are clean and pure. So we test them for identity to make sure that it is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's very important to us. And then we test it for purity and potency to make sure we're getting the consistency we need to make sure the products work the same each time. And then we test it for microbiology. So all of the total plate count, yeast, mold, staph. So all that's make sure that the product's clean and ready to be used before we start blending it.
I love it. So why do we go to a third-party tester? Like, why not just test it in-house?
There's a couple things that attribute to that. We like to use laboratories where that's all they focus on is testing. And so they always have the latest, best technology, the best equipment. They can utilize the best equipment to give us the best result. So we have a high level of accuracy on the readout that we get. But I think also it's just an unbiased opinion. It's the result is what it is, and they have no reason to change the result in any way.
Yeah.
And so we like to use an independent opinion about it as well.
Oh, I love that. So we make sure what we're getting in is not only what it says it is, but also has the actives in a high enough amount that we're going to feel the difference. And then when we make sure we go into a clean room, there's nothing contaminated there or anything going on there. So lastly, how long is the inventory sitting on shelves in the warehouse before we start a new batch to replace that one?
So we typically turn inventory of a batch of raw material in a product. So all the raw materials come in, they're tested, released, blended, made into either a stick pack and encapsulated or a powder drink.
Yeah.
But all of that turns on an average of 3 to 4 months. So each batch that we do of Sol Vital, we're making a new batch every 3 to 4 months of each product.
So it's not like we're making a huge batch, sitting it there for 2 or 3 years and not thinking about it. So you're not sure if you're getting a new batch or the newer part of the batch or the older part of the batch. Because as we know, things can degrade over time. So you want to make sure that they're staying fresh, and that's what you're doing there in the manufacturing facility.
And that is one of the awesome things about having your own manufacturing facility. You're not restricted to anyone else's minimum batch size. We can turn them and keep them fresh.
Awesome. So are we pretty excited to have these guys come out in May and see it again?
Very excited, man. I hope it's bigger than it was at Summit. Summit was awesome. We had tons of people there.
Yeah.
I'd love it to be even bigger.
Oh, I love that. Perfect. Well, thank you, Blake. Appreciate your insight there. Yeah, we've got some great things going on there. So also, since we've got great things going on there, let's do some giveaways again here to make sure you're taken care of. Looking at the chat, looks like we got a lot of good stuff going on there. We've added more names. If you were a little bit late and you weren't there for the first giveaway, we've added more names. We're putting in a new name right now, in fact. So we're going to give away some more stuff. And here we go. Let's go with, all right, we're going to start with, guys, I took my daughter to a basketball game the other day. She had to make sure she had this on her body because these are the coolest and newest things everybody's got going on. No, it's not a fanny pack. They wear it across their body, cross body bag, and everybody's loving these things. Hope did a great job sourcing these and getting them in a fashion that everybody can wear and love. So first off, we're going to give away this cross body bag. Oh man, there's more names in here than when we first started. Here we go. Let's see who's feeling lucky today. Reach on in here, and the winner of the crossbody bag is Eliza Vasquez. Eliza Vasquez, you got yourself the crossbody bag. Congratulations. Next up, we've got the new clean Soul Vital shaker bottle. You guys, this is awesome. Not only is it clean and good looking, but it's clear in the glass, so then you can actually see what's in there, so people can ask you, like, what in the world is that green drink you got going on there, or whatever favorite drink you got going on, right? So this is a great one for that. Give this another turn. See who's feeling lucky today. Erica says it's her favorite shaker bottle. Well, let's see if you're lucky enough to win it today, my friend. Here we go. And the winner of this one is one of our new 100Ks, Chris DeVilliers. You've got yourself the new bottle. Congratulations. While we're on the topic of bottles, let's do another one. I'm going to give away my favorite. My favorite is this Cinemate tumbler. It's insulated. It's fantastic. It keeps your Cinemate warm for a long time. Small enough cup holder or bottom for the cup holder in your car. So if you go someplace, you can use it. If you come and see me on my Monday morning Talking Success show, you see me with this every time because it's just a must-have, go-to every single time. Who is feeling lucky? Carly says she loves all things Cinemate. Tamara Cole loves her Cinemate tumbler. Well, let's see if somebody else can get a new one here. Tiffany needs it when she takes her Cinemate mug for when she takes the kid to school. Yeah, you got to watch out. That mug can be a little dangerous. It's open. This you can close at the top. And the winner of this one is Ashley Geigel. Ashley Geigel, one of our only people over there in the Dakotas. Well done, Ashley. We got you taken care of. And let's go. We're going to go one more. This one we're going to break out a little different, though. This one, we've got the Your Body, Your Mind, Your Life canvas bag. It's got some goodies inside of there. We like to make it a little bit of a mystery for you. We'll see who's feeling lucky for this one, too. Here we go. Get my hand in here. Looking at the camera, you can see I'm not cheating. Mix it up a little bit with my hand. Ooh, my hand almost gets stuck, though. Here we go. The winner of this one is Gwen Jenkins. Gwen Jenkins, my friend, you've got yourself Your Body, Your Mind, Your Life bag. We'll get you taken care of with that as well. And here we go. All right, should we keep going on? You guys just having a good time so far? Everybody's loving it? Keeping you moving right along. I told you we wouldn't keep you here forever, and we're just moving right along with everything we've got going. Now, we've talked about some of the good events that we had going on with this last year. We've talked about one coming up in May with our Soul Ignite. But we would be remiss if we didn't talk about one of the big things that is coming up this next December 3rd through the 7th. We are heading back to Costa Rica. It was one of the first places we went for our Soul to Soul, and we have some great memories there. And not only great memories, but great pictures as well, which we want to show you right now. Man, I'll tell you what, if that doesn't get you excited about Costa Rica next December, I don't know what will. I don't know where you're at in the world right now or which state you're in, but wherever you're at, I promise you it's not as good as what Costa Rica is going to be in December. They're on opposite seasons from us, so right now they're going into their summer, and it is beautiful there. Whether it's the zip lining that we did, the beaches with the warm water, the iguanas, the macaws, the monkeys, all sorts of animals, the river rafting, the fishing, the boat ride, whatever we did, it was just fantastic. So make sure this is a must do on your bucket list, and make sure you come with us, because there's only one better way to do Costa Rica than just going by yourself. And that's going with the Soul family and letting us pay for it for you. Just come be with us. It's such a great thing. Now, how in the world do you get there? As you know, on my Monday morning Talking Success, we talk a lot about this. We crunch numbers. I wanted to make sure we did that a little bit tonight with you as well. For those who have not already heard about our Soul to Soul requirements, the requirement started back in October. And the game is this: you need to be able to get $5,500 in new volume by the end of March. And what is new volume when we talk about it in terms of Soul to Soul? Well, it's new volume for anybody that you sign up during that time frame from October to March, but then also any of their repeat orders as well. So now it doesn't take a lot of thinking to go, man, it would make a lot more sense to work hard in the beginning, get new customers, and then as they place orders in the months after they sign up, all those count as well. So you actually get more of a benefit for those that actually work harder in the beginning than you do if you just struggle to get it done at the very end. Maybe they just get one order in to get you there. So as always, in most things in life, the more we put into it in the beginning, the more we'll get out of it at the end. So that's such a great thing. So where are we at today? As of right now, we are 58% of the way there for our qualification period. So we're just over halfway done with our qualification period. And what's that looking like for our people? Well, I'll tell you what, our top account right now is 551% of the way qualified. So it's qualified 5 times over. They've been signing up people every month. They're doing great things with it. Our second place is over 300% of the way qualified. So you may be asking yourself, can I do this? God, we're already halfway done. Am I going to have time to do this? Well, absolutely, because we're just over halfway done. We have people who have already qualified for it 3 times over, 5 times over, and they're doing great things with that. So absolutely, there's still time to get yourself going and get new people into Soul. And you're going to qualify by doing things you naturally do anyway, which is sharing Soul and inviting them to come to Soul, right? So we are, as of right now, we have 23 different accounts that are 100% qualified, or in some cases, 500% of the way qualified to come with us. We got 48 more that are on track, that are at 58% or more as far as their percentage of qualification. So they're well on track to make it. We have 17 more accounts that are just within a few percentage points of that. And so you can already tell we're going to have a great group coming with us, and you don't want to miss out on this, right? We have 668 accounts that have started, 668 of you who have signed up somebody in that period and have started their journey to qualify to come to Costa Rica with us, which is awesome. Now, one of the key things about this, which is so awesome, is not only do you have to qualify with the volume, which we talked about, the $5,500 in new volume, but you also need to hit the rank of Soul Leader 7K by the end of March to really qualify you there. And then you can't drop below that through the qualification period until we go, right? But the cool thing about this is not only does a 7K get you qualified to come, but we allow you to grow your rank from March all the way through September until we need to solidify numbers to make sure we can get ourselves there, right? And so during that time, you need to make sure you're still inviting, you're still helping people grow, you're still helping your specialists reach out, whatever you can do to make sure that you can continue to grow your rank and make sure you can continue to receive the great benefits that come with that until the point you can be completely covered with your airfare and your hotel stay down there. And God, it's just a great thing. We're going to the Los Sueños Resort down there, which is right on a beach. It's kind of a private little cove there, a nice little grassy walk out to the warm water. There's some great little shops there, some great restaurants as well. The food on site is fantastic. You get to hang out with iguanas. The macaws fly over every morning and night. Palm trees are beautiful, guys. The greenery is amazing. You do not want to miss out on this. And one of my favorite things we do as well is they have a great water volleyball court thing that we play. They got some great volleyball courts as well. And not only that, but we always do a great excursion where we go zip lining or rappel down waterfalls or go river rafting. We'll look at all our different options and make sure we have a great time while we are there. So you just don't miss out is the key. Don't miss out. Go click on your dashboard if you're a specialist. You'll see exactly where you're at and where you need to be. Again, through today, 58% is right on track. So make sure that you continue to reach out, get new people involved, and you're going to see some great things happen. Now, here's the thing though. Let's say that you are able to qualify with the volume. You get to the $5,500 in volume, but you don't quite hit the rank. You kind of max out at Soul Leader 5K. Well, no worries, because instead of qualifying to come to Costa Rica, because you didn't hit the rank, we've still got you covered. When you come out to Ignite in May, we'll cover the hotel costs for you. So there's really no reason to push. Even if you aren't currently growing or you're not sure you can get that 7K, at least continue to try to get qualified with the volume so we can make sure we cover your hotel when you come see us in May and do some great fun things there as well. We've got a great little fun excursion we're going to do. Not only that, we're going to see the manufacturing facility, as Blake had mentioned. And so we just got some great things coming. All right. And if you have any questions, as always, check out our happenings page on the Soul Naturals website, and you'll be able to see some good things there. Sound good? Now, not only do we get to go to Costa Rica this year, but we also have some exciting things happening with our brand forward. And to help us talk a little bit more about that, we're bringing out Kendall Bird again. So Kendall, we've heard this whole brand forward thing. For those who really don't understand what it is, what is brand forward in your mind?
Oh, yeah. So Greg coined the phrase brand forward because we didn't like rebrand, the phrase rebrand, because in essence, we weren't looking to change our brand, but to just freshen it and bring it into the now and into the future. And we plan to do that through all of the touch points of a brand, the packaging, the look and the feel, logo, that kind of thing, and all the ways that you interact with the brand.
Oh, I love that. So what do we have currently with the new brand forward initiative that we have going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of things right now that you can see. Of course, the signature boxes have been out for a while. The SoulFit GP came out, and it's in that the new look.
Kind of a soft feel,
Yeah,
a little
man,
bit cleaner.
When you hold on to it and you feel it, it's just the tactile feel of it. I just love it.
Yeah, that's great.
If you haven't put your hands on that, you need to get that and feel that and see that.
There you go.
Also, we have the new
The variety trial pack box?
Yeah, the variety trial box
love that.
here, which is a great way to share the drinks with and Soul Royal with new people that want to try it and see it. It's a good image that that the first touch that they have with Soul Naturals will be exciting and clean and new.
I love it.
Yeah. Also, to go with that, we have a landing page that will be coming out real soon for Soul Royal, and this is it here. It follows the same format as the signature drinks. The landing pages for those. It's got a interesting video at the top that kind of speaks to what Soul Royal is and what it can do for you, and then it talks about it. Shows the icons that are actually on the bag itself and explains those, talks about collagen and how it's important in your body and what parts of the body need that, and what happens as you age. You can check out some signs that you might be low on collagen. And then it shows the beautiful plants and products that are in that, just full of color and vibrancy, all these products that are in that. And then we have the video that we have on YouTube and we launched with that shows all the beautiful colors that are in Soul Royal. And it talks about what people are saying about Soul or Royal, and then a few ways to mix that up. So I'm excited about that. That'll, before too long, will be inside the QR code will be inside the variety pack.
Oh, I love that. And the thing I love about that too is that's such an easy thing to share. I mean, you can just send people a link. They can see all the information there. It's interactive. They can click on things, expand it. There's videos. It talks about all the ingredients.
Yeah.
For those that don't even know why they should take it, that answers that question for them as well. It's beautifully designed. I mean, that has everything you'll need.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited about it. You can go to soulnaturals.com/P for product /Royal if you want to take a look at it.
Yep, you can go see it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So what else have we got going on?
Well, I'm excited to say that here in the next month, end of February probably, we'll probably be shipping our new Vertizymes label. Here's a picture of that. It's in that same soft touch feel with the tactile finish on there. That's just, I just love it. I'm so excited about it. And I hope that it displays how precious the ingredients are inside the bottle. When you see that, you can feel how powerful those are. And then shortly after that, ProBio will be coming out. So look for those in the next month or so. And then Neuro IM, we'll see that shortly after. So I'm excited for those new looks
I love it.
coming out in the products. We're also going to see, we're looking at the website, homepage, brand forwarding that. You've seen a lot of brand forwarding going forward with the social media. You've seen a lot of that, and all the touch points, like I said before, that you interact with the brand. Look forward to seeing different ways in which you receive your packaging, what's in the box and stuff. So look forward to that, and I'm excited about all the things that are happening.
Man, great new things coming.
Yeah.
Not only with that, but also with our new marketing tools that are coming out as well. As you mentioned, social media and things of that nature as well. So good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. Now, with that, as I mentioned, we got some great new things coming out in marketing, which is such a great thing. So I wanted our new director of marketing, Miss Hope Anderson, to come out and talk a little bit more about marketing for us.
Hi.
So what have we got going on in 2023 with marketing?
A lot. So first, before I dive in, I wanted to talk a little bit about the trends of our society, because I think it plays a big role into our strategy with marketing.
Okay.
So I wrote down a few statistics that I thought were interesting. So they can sound a little depressing, but this is from the
Lay 'em
American,
on us. We're ready.
the American Institute of Stress. About 33%, or about a third, 1 in 3 people, report feeling extreme stress. So not just like, oh, I have a project, so I'm really stressed right now, but continual and extreme stress.
Okay.
77% of people experience stress that affects their physical health, and 73% of people would say that they have stress that impacts their mental health.
Wow.
Now, these statistics obviously are discouraging a little bit because it doesn't show a great trend for our society. But when I'm thinking about it, I'm someone that considers myself to be on a personal holistic health journey. And so it can be a little overwhelming, right? You're learning about, oh my gosh, the PFAs in my cookware and the different things in water. Do I have the best water filter? And am I taking the best supplements? And all these different factors, because there's a lot of different causes and things that go into our health. But the best thing is that as someone who is with soul, and like you, soul specialist, right? You know the power of adaptogens, and you have access to these products, and you can do something about it. And so I was looking at those statistics, and I was kind of wondering, okay, but why? Why are people so stressed out?
Yeah.
So I went and polled the top 3 causes of stress. They're money, work, and poor health. And I almost gave like a small chuckle out loud when I read those, because I was like, oh my gosh,
If only we had
money,
something.
work, and poor health.
Yeah.
We hit all 3.
Interesting.
So it was great, because amid the discouragement and the things that are going wrong in the world, we have something, we have an answer, we have something to guide us and give us a direction of, oh, hey, I know this is one thing I can do that will help. Whether someone just wants help with their health, whether they need help with their health and finances, or just finances, because financial health is a big part of health, right? It's a big part of stress.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I think all of those give a lot of hope for our industry and a lot of purpose to us as a company and also to all of our specialists. So I, first of all, want to motivate you all to think of the current trends in that perspective instead of the world is ending, everyone's going to be stressed forever.
Which it feels a little depressing if you don't have the answers.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're saying is we've got some great answers here for people. And so the opportunity to be able to help people and lift them up through that is a great opportunity.
Exactly. And then as for what we want to do as a company and specifically within marketing to help you push this message and to help spread it to other people, spread this hope, not to use my own name. I'm sorry, I promise I didn't plan this.
We all could use some more hope.
Yeah. I wish there was a different word for it, I swear. But we want to get better automations. Right now we're connecting for email, and you've seen our texts have gotten a lot more fun. They can come with pictures and GIFs and lots of different things now.
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot better at automizing our communication with you and with your members. So that means it's a lot easier for us to follow up with people. And hey, let's say you have a member that purchased Vital 6 months ago but hasn't purchased since. Well, great. Now that we have that information and we can connect that information to our communication systems, that means we can automatically go in and say, hey, you haven't bought Vital in 6 months. Here's a little $5 off when you go and purchase Vital. How did you like it? And there's so many different things, and there's so much power with that, so that it takes a little bit of that pressure off of you so that you can focus more on the things that are really important, of following up with people who need custom plans and kind of have it running on auto, right? That's the goal with network marketing in any business, is to have a little bit of everything running on auto so that you can deal with the immediate day-to-day things and focus more on those relationships with people.
And really bringing new people in, right? As we
Exactly.
mentioned, there's so many people who don't know where the answer is.
Mm-hmm.
If they can focus more on getting new people in and knowing they'll be taken care of once they get in.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Exactly. And to that same point, another thing we want to improve, and we have plans, is guides and also content. We want to continue to improve those so that when you are sharing your business, whether that's if you use printout materials or if you're sharing mostly online, sharing social media posts and PDFs, etc., guides, that you can pull the majority of your content from things that we give you. There's a lot of information out there, and it can be overwhelming to think, oh my gosh, to share this product, I have to know everything about adaptogens. That is literally impossible.
Yep.
But it is easy to research. And so we want to save you some of that time. We want to compile good tools for you so that you can go pull from those, make your life a whole lot easier, and focus more on just planning how you're going to connect with people.
So when you're talking tools, what are we talking about? Blog posts, pictures, things of that nature?
Yeah, so lifestyle pictures. If you're not in our Facebook group, Growing Soul, that's where we specifically share stuff for social media. So we'll share, like, for example, if we do a nice photo shoot with Neuro IM, we'll put those pictures in there so that you have access to them if you want to use them on a presentation or on an invite or whatever, wherever you're using them, right? We realize you're creating content as well. Also, some more guides. We have plans to do an adaptogen guide that gives you just a little bit of information and background on each of them so that you don't have to dive into the deep web to pull information and try and decide what is true. Just a lot of different things like that. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So many good things. Anything else you want to cover?
No, the last little thing, I wrote down some notes so I don't forget things because I get excited and I talk really fast once I'm up here.
Yeah. Bless Yoko for translating everything that just happened over the last few minutes, because she just did that all in Spanish. So
she's amazing.
Yeah.
But the last two things I wanted to mention is that we are continuing to update our site, as Kendall mentioned, and optimizing it for mobile, because I know that's really big. We can see the statistics of who's logging onto our site from mobile, from desktop, from an iPad, whatever it is. And mobile is really, really huge. And so we want to make sure that everything looks amazing, that it's a seamless experience for you and for your customers. And then also some of the Soul swag that you've been showing off here, we want to continue to produce more Soul merchandise and fun items for you to be able to show off your business and your products with. And we'll be doing more fun giveaways, different things like that. So.
Awesome. So giveaways on Instagram, on Facebook. So follow us on all the different platforms to make sure that you have opportunities to stay in touch and win stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Well, thank you so much. That's so many good things. So now, as I understand it, for those that are on live tonight, we have a little bit of a promo we'd like to run by, right?
We do.
All right, let's hear it. Lay it on us.
All right, awesome. So as you can see, It says add a 10 mushroom blend to your $50 order for just $10. We like to say try 10 mushrooms for $10. And Jordan pointed out it's $1 per mushroom.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
if it really works out like that, but it's catchy.
It's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
The code is 10 for 10, and it ends on Tuesday night Pacific time, 11:59. Now, this code is already live. An email is scheduled to go out to members and specialists that are subscribed to our marketing emails at 7:45 p.m. So that hasn't quite happened yet. It's about 40 minutes in the future. So you have first knowledge of this.
Yep.
That's your reward for attending this event live. And then a text will go out to your people tomorrow morning. We don't want to bother them at 9 p.m. at night. They're probably in bed or tucking their kids in.
Yeah,
so
don't want to
bad
be on that
experience,
list.
yeah.
Yep.
But an email will go out tonight, and it ends Tuesday. Text is going out tomorrow.
Perfect. And so that's any order that's at least $50, except for auto ships, because auto ships go automatically out. So you need to be able to type in 10 for 10 when in order to take advantage of this. So new enrollments, as you share this with new people, those who just want to place a standard order and take advantage of this great promotion, there's so many good things going on with it. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Hope. I love it. Now, to talk a little bit more about Neuro IM, and now that we have 10 for 10 with the $1 per mushroom, if you will, we also wanted to give you 10 points or 10 interesting things about these mushrooms. So to help me with that, I brought Greg back out. Greg, tell us a little bit more about this mushroom blend that we have in Neuro IM.
Well, I want to do that, Jordan. I'm excited to do that, but and also on a related note, I think you're doing a fantastic job hosting this. I'm thoroughly enjoying
thank you.
watching this. That said,
Here we go.
would you mind just stepping just a couple feet to the left there? I'd like to ask Blake come on because
Oh, absolutely.
this is Neuro IM, right?
Absolutely.
And I have to tell you a fun little story. It has nothing to do, wasn't going to do this, but there's two reasons. Number one, I have this cowboy hat, and somebody wrote in there, well, we have a real cowboy, and that's Blake. So I wanted Blake to come on, really mostly so you could see him wearing the hat. But
This is Greg's hat.
My hat fits him, and I'm not ashamed to admit it looks better on him than it does on me. But there's a funny story. As you know, Blake has many connections for decades in the industry, and he knows a lot of people with a lot of experience in supplements and in high quality and fine supplements. And about the time we were preparing to launch, I believe, Neuro IM, he happened to have an associate come by who was dealing in other supplements and had some interest in mushrooms. And I think he kind of just wanted to get a little bit of opinion from Blake. Do you want to tell him what happened, Blake? And he happened to see Neuro IM or something.
Yeah, so a guy pretty well known in the industry just happened to stop by, and sure enough, he was talking to me about mushrooms and what do you think about this was about 4 months after we launched Neuro IM, so about 3 years ago, and he was asking me what I thought about all the added focus on mushrooms and blends and if I knew of any great blends, and I happened to have a bottle right there on my desk, and I was like, well, this is the best blend out there. And he's like, it has 10 different mushrooms. It was funny. But anyway, Greg really wanted me to wear his hat.
I just wanted him to tell you to wear the hat. Thanks, Blake. But yes, 10 mushrooms is a big deal. You can stay out here for a
Come on
second.
back,
Jordan needs to stretch his legs. Oh, come on back, Jordan.
All right, I'm back.
So I had a challenge tonight. I've got 10 points. 1 point, one fact, one fun fact, one power fact on each of the 10 mushrooms in Neuro IM. Before I give you those, I've got them right here in my notes. I need to tell you, because if you haven't bought the book, 10 Medicinal Mushrooms by Dr. Allison Caldwell Andrews, you need to buy it because it's a fun read, super packed with information. And at the start of the book, she says this. She says, mushrooms are so good for you. Actually, she says, wow, mushrooms are so good for you. And then she says, gives you like 4 points right there out of the gate. They help the immune system work better. They support stable blood glucose, which helps the brain work better. And they protect the nervous system. And I think I told you 4 points. And the fourth point is they actually impede abnormal cell growth in the body and have all been studied for that. So there you go. If that doesn't get your interest in mushrooms going, nothing will. There are 10 mushrooms in Neuro IM. So here we go. 1 point about every mushroom in the blend, because you are paying $1 per mushroom in this promo. I actually love that. First one, lion's mane, and the dominant ingredient here. Did you know that lion's mane helps nerve cells function properly, repair themselves, and communicate more effectively in the nervous system? Okay, there's your fun fact for lion's mane. Turkey tail, mushroom number 2, improves your gut health by suppressing the growth of harmful bacteria. Okay, turkey tail. Fun fact, Agaricus blazei, a mushroom I think principally from Brazil, protects brain tissue from oxidation. So it's brain protective. Oh, okay, I'm not going to read the other one. I get tempted. I said one per mushroom, so I'm not going to tell you the other one. Get the book. Read more about that. The next mushroom, Messima. Here's the fun fact I wanted to share on that. It protects heart muscle cells. And there is a lot of talk right now about different heart effects from various, we'll just say from various substances. Mushrooms are heart protective. Maitake, the next mushroom. I love this one. It stimulates the nerve growth factor, which thereby enhances cognitive growth and functioning. Anything that can stimulate growth in my brain, I want that, okay, because I am getting a little older. Shiitake, the next mushroom, helps destroy virus and bacteria. So it is antiviral and bacteria. That's the next one, all right? Pages are sticking together. Next mushroom is chaga. And my only complaint with this one is I think we need more of this. As I'm looking at myself on camera tonight, Blake, we need more of this in the formula because chaga promotes hair growth. Just saying. So I got to somehow get more of that in me. Don't laugh too hard, Jordan. You can't see him right now, but he's laughing. Okay, next one. Next mushroom, tremella. Really kind of a gorgeous white or yellow or light tan mushroom, often in Japan, China. Listen to this one. It promotes peripheral nerve regeneration. So there's another one of these mushrooms. Regeneration, restoration, stimulating nerve growth. Next mushroom, reishi. What I like about reishi, lots of things, but it protects our neurotransmitters. We believe in nourishing mind and body health, and mood, mastering mood is part of what we want to learn about at Soul. Mushrooms help master mood. Cordyceps. What I like about cordyceps, we've been talking a lot about metabolic mastery with the new Sulfit GP, which people are having really phenomenal success with. Cordyceps, this mushroom, improves and helps the body create a higher metabolic threshold. Well, there's a great reason to use the 10th mushroom in Neuro IM. So Jordan, there you have it. 1 point on each of the 10 mushrooms.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Thank you for that. As we can see, we got some people chiming in here. We have those that like to open their Neuro IM and put it in their hot cinnamate, which is a great way to take it as well. With it just being mushrooms, the flavor is absolutely fantastic. So it's something you can actually put into a hot tea and take care of that as well. So good stuff. Thank you. So if you haven't already, make sure you take advantage of the promo. You're going to have a great opportunity there to get this great product for only $1 per mushroom, as we like to say, and let your people know. And again, that promo will go until the end of Tuesday. So till Tuesday night at 11:59, it turns off. So make sure you take care of that. All right. Now, you guys, I promise you, we're going to keep it under 90 minutes, and we're well on track to do that. We are now going to jump into our final swag giveaway before we give our closing remarks on some of the great things you've seen so far. And if I'm counting correctly, I've got 5 bottles left of some of our great swag items to give away. And then we've got a kind of a grand prize we're going to give away too. So here we go. Let's start with, get my little tumbler here again, tumble it up a little bit. We are going to start with this guy right here. If you guys don't have one of these, they are all the rage. People love the metal straws. It's got a little straw cleaner as well. And it's insulated so it can take care of you. Just a clean, awesome look again. Hope and Kendall did a great job of putting these together for us. So let's see who is going to win that today. Here we go. Debbie says, what a cute tumbler. Yeah, I love it. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. And here we go. Olga doesn't have one. Well, Olga, let's see if you're feeling lucky right now. We've got Vicky Cannon. Vicky, you've got yourself the fantastic Soul Tumbler right there. Let's go with our little micro Soul Naturals tumbler as well. This is a great one. It's got a little straw inside of it, just easy to use. Again, such a clean, awesome look. And we'll see who's feeling lucky with this as well. Here we go. I'll shovel it around a little bit to make sure I don't miss somebody. Alvaro Medina. Alvaro, there's your anniversary gift, my friend. You got you covered tonight. Next up, we've got Dolores' favorite bottle because it's purple, our Soul Royal bottle right here. Just a great size, small, easy, convenient. You can take it with you anywhere. See who is feeling lucky for this one tonight. Here we go. And we've got the winner of this one being Maria Gonzalez. Maria Gonzalez, there you go. You have won. We've also got kind of a little sharper looking Soul Vital bottle. Got the green and black going on here. Again, clear so they can see what you got going inside of it, which is a big thing. So people can say, what in the world is that green drink you're drinking there? Green drinks are kind of a hot thing right now if you haven't been paying attention. Here we go. The winner of this one is Becky Boyles. Becky Boyles down in Louisiana. Got you covered, my friend. And last but not least of our bottles tonight, the Soul Royal. We came out with this one not long ago, and it's been a hot one since. Again, clear so they can see the purple going on in there and ask you what you got going on. And here we go. The winner of this one is Chris DeVilliers. Chris DeVilliers, well done, my friend. Did we already pull Chris's name out of there? Oh, looks like we put it in twice. You know what? We're going to redraw. Here we go. I thought I said her name already, but I'm like, did we already cover it with the 100K thing? All right. Well done, Chris. You're feeling double lucky today. How about that? All right. Mixing it up real good. Here we go. We've got Angela Bercheski. Angela, you've won yourself the bottle. There we go. And I know we haven't pulled your name out yet. So there you go. Over in Indiana, we got you covered, my friend. And last but not least, for our final drawing tonight, our grand prize, we are giving away a registration for our Soul Ignite event coming up in May. So you do not want to miss this, guys. This is one of those ones, over $100 value, you want to win right now. I'm going to shake this up really good to make sure we're covered. And here we go. Rebecca wants it. Ashley wants it. Here we go. And the winner of our drawing is Honeydew. Honeydew, I have no idea who you are. So if you're still on live, make sure you chat in and let us know your account number. All of our winners tonight, please chat in. Let us know your account numbers or text or email our customer support at support@soulnaturals and let them know that you are one of our winners. We'll make sure you get taken care of, all right? So Honeydew, if you're still on there, please make sure you chat in because I don't know who you are. I probably know who you are. I just don't know whose screen name is Honeydew, all right? Good stuff, guys. Well, as you know, we've done a lot of these over the years, these live events. This is our third annual for our virtual kickoff. We've tried different things, having them multiple days, having them just one evening, having it be a paid registration thing. We've done a lot of different things. And so we're still filling this out and seeing what works best for you. But we're so grateful you took time enough to come and join us today. As I left to come here, my boy, my 5-year-old said, Dad, it's Saturday. Why are you going to work? I said, we got to take care of our people today, son. And so that's what we've done today. And I know that it took time out of your day as well on a Saturday evening to join us. So thank you for that. Now, in my closing remarks, recently my wife has started a new hobby. It's making sourdough bread. Now, for those of you who have ever embarked on making sourdough bread, you can recognize how big of a project this is. In my mind, I thought it was just making bread. Little did I know, you basically have a new adopted creature in your house that you have to feed and take care of and grow until the point you can actually bake bread with it. And then you have to leave the start left over. And if you don't want to use it now, by all means, stick it in the fridge for a while. But if you want to use it later, you got to pull it out and feed it again, make sure it has enough air. She has a mason jar she likes to keep the start in. And each night when she goes to bed, she puts a rubber band around the mason jar to be able to see where it was when we went to bed and then to see the growth that happens overnight with this start. And I found it so interesting because as she's gotten into this, some of her friends have wanted to get into this as well. So what does she do? You can share a sourdough start with others, and they can take care of it and knead it and feed it and grow it until finally they can make some delicious bread with it. And I really didn't understand the power of this until just recently. We've been enjoying this now for a few weeks. It's kind of Christmas time frame she got going on this. And we've been enjoying it at our own house. But recently, my sister-in-law's grandmother passed away. And so they were just feeling down. She was very close to her. They were feeling a little bit down. And so my dear wife said, hey, I'm going to make some sourdough bread, and I want you to go drop it off for her. So she bakes a nice round loaf of sourdough bread. And as I headed off to something that evening, I stopped by the house to drop off this loaf and to see the gratitude of not only being thought of, man, I can't believe you took your time out of your day to make this for me, but then seeing them enjoy it as well and the benefits they got from actually eating it and then just knowing that it was made with love is such an amazing thing. And it made me think of you guys and everything we have going on here, because for me, the sourdough was enough for me just to enjoy. But then once I saw somebody else enjoying it and get the benefits of it, it took it to a whole new level. And the things that I think about with our products that we have here is they are fantastic. As you've seen, we take meticulous care, making sure that they're exactly what they should be, that they have actives in the amounts they should have, that nothing wrong or contaminated gets involved in the process at any level, and that they're being turned over at a regular interval enough that they're fresh and they're going to give you the best benefit. But these products, as good as they are, they're powerless if they go unused. They're just sitting on a shelf somewhere. They're no good. They're not good for anything. In fact, they give us no benefit until they're shared, until they're taken, right? And so for us, our power and our mission comes in helping others. As Hope shared those stats tonight, there's so many people struggling with the stresses of life, with what we're seeing with inflation and the political uncertainty and so many things going on right now. How many people really could use soul in their life for financial benefit, for social benefit, for health benefit, for emotion benefit? There's so many things going on, and you guys have that answer. So as always, keep reaching out, keep helping others, keep inviting them to the Soul family, and you're going to see great things happen with that. Sound good? Awesome. Now, we are only as good as the people we bring into Soul, and we recognize that. We can be as good as we want, but again, unless we have you out there sharing Soul with others, it doesn't get out there. And what I love about Soul is not only are you helping make us better, we're also being led by one of the best as well. So we wanted to close out with Greg Halliday and some closing remarks from him as well.
Well, Jordan, thank you, Jordan. And I just want to say we very much appreciate your leadership at Soul. It's a pleasure to be part of this event and all the work that you and the rest of the team has put into making it just a great experience and a great look forward into what awaits us this coming year. And I just want to say too, I really appreciate your comments and your message. And I so want to try some of Don's sourdough bread too. That's the other thing I was thinking while you were talking. So, those two things.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
But I wanted to leave a couple of parting comments with everyone as well. And as I was thinking, it's funny, Jordan and I, we actually almost never compare notes as we think about what we might say. Once in a while, we might share an idea or two. But comparing the whole outline, we don't do it. We must have been thinking of the same thing tonight. As I thought about what message I'd like to leave you with this evening as we launch into the new year, the word that came to my mind is mentoring. And I think I wanted to share for those who might be a little newer. When we founded Soul, we were very intentional about using the word mentor because there's different terminology and it does change over time. And I believe that words are powerful, and the words that we speak and that we use, they do show our intention. They carry heart with them and feeling and energy with them. And from the moment we considered calling our soul specialists mentors once they reach out to someone else, that just seemed like the word. And as I look at our plans for this year, let me just share three or four thoughts that ran across my mind in these last couple of days as I thought about tonight, about what a mentor means to me over the years, watching you at Soul, so many wonderful mentors that we have here. And also prior to Soul, I had the privilege of 20 years in a wonderful company as well that had a lot of wonderful leaders in it, and was able to see a lot of different ways to mentor and form, I guess, for me, a perspective of what mentoring is. So let me share 2 or 3 ideas about what it means to be a mentor. First, to me, a mentor is someone who sees a need in someone else and decides to help. I think it's pretty simple. A mentor gets excited seeing someone else triumph, including all the little triumphs. And I would add there to me that experienced mentors seem to get even more excited about the small triumphs. I've been told by more than one of them, those small victories are the most important. Another statement about mentors. For someone who is willing, a mentor makes all the difference. That's another lesson I've seen and learned over the years. We at Soul are organized, we're structured, and our mission is actually focused to enable and reward mentoring. Why is that? Well, Jordan said it. We know that our most valuable asset is not these amazing products, as amazing as they are, and these incredible formulas. By themselves, they don't make any change or solve any problem or fix and meet a need or lift someone when they need to be lifted. It is always, has always been, it is now, and it will always be our mentors that make the difference. So with those thoughts in mind, as we look forward to 2023, a major theme of this year, we feel, should be centered around mentors. In fact, the way we like to describe it is through the phrase, mentors make the difference. I like that phrase, make the difference, because it's how I would describe so many of you from the beginning of Soul into today. It is why we have such a good feeling when we get together in events like this and all the events at Soul. And so with that in mind, I'd like to invite each of you tonight and your guests and anyone who feels a little bit of an affinity toward mentoring, who, as I mentioned in that first point, sees a need in someone and just decides to help, join us in a special webinar Tuesday, January 24th. Hope and her team will give some information. You'll receive an email, I believe, on Monday, giving a nice recap of tonight's event and also giving you all the information you need, the links and the times. But Tuesday, January 24th, there will be a webinar in English and one following it in Spanish that will be focusing on our first major campaign of the year, Make a Difference, with tools and announcements and really some wonderful training on being a mentor and taking advantage of really the many opportunities that exist in today's mix of uncertain times. The tough times and challenges always come with a huge array of opportunities for a mentor. And that's why we formed Soul, to be the company that we are. Again, I'm grateful. We are all grateful for your leadership as mentors, for the culture that you've created, for inspiring us, and for using all of the hard work, Blake and his team, and Kendall and Hope and their teams, Jordan, and all the different places that he gives leadership, and actually making it come alive, changing the life of someone else. Thank you, everyone, and looking forward to seeing you this year.
Thank you, Greg. That was awesome. And for those that joined us tonight, thank you for being with us. Thank you, Yoko, for translating all this into Spanish for us. As always, keep sharing Soul. We sure love you guys, and I'll see you Monday morning at 10 a.m. Utah time for our Monday morning Talk and Success. See you then.